Welcome back to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles, where we won the battle, but we're losing the war, for the moment. We gotta get out of Dodge.
Two hours after the first shots were fired, Brule was under Imperial control. Though a mere skirmish by Empire standards, the raid on Brule would mark Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle and begin his rise to a Gallian hero.
With a clipping glitch.
Alicia.
I thought I would be ready for this. I knew war meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town overrun like this, seeing all those people killed, it's just not right. How could all this happen? It isn't human, Welkin.
We look at those birds and see how wild and free they are. But they all have their own territories. If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to. Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival. That's why I want to be a teacher, so that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
You think so? Welks, look.
She sounds so small in that moment.
So that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia? Oh,
A beat note.
he's adorable.
Just like you said, even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here. Look, that's your hometown.
Fucking don't show him.
Someday, we'll come back home again.
Yes. Someday soon. I know it.
I'll be back, you bastards.
Chapter 3: Vassal Urban Warfare.
But before the peace, there will be a lot more killing needs doing.
In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Galia's eastern border.
Are you expecting me to... Okay, there we go.
Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor.
Blitzkrieg.
Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession. Brule's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees. Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess. Supporting Galia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country. As the conflict with the East grew worse, Both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
Upbeat music.
So these are my new digs.
Not bad for a new recruit.
Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now.
First day on the job.
Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map. Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Welkin? Can I come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually. So, how about me? Do I look all right in this? Convincing?
A little non-standard, but you're fine.
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back, it's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Always what you want to say to the ladies.
Colio what? And did you just say beetle?
Beetle-tastic.
Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle. King of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Welkin remains the turbo nerd.
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very Welkin sort of compliment.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking.
Dun dun.
I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna steal all of Get Dave's jokes. You guys should all just watch his LP instead.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
If you know what I'm saying.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
Alicia goes from shooting people in the face to baking bread. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
Come in.
Excuse me, ma'am. Gallian militia enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Gallian militia enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
Is that a map on
I'm
your chest?
Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am!
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am!
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other.
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welkin was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying war, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
No further than Harvard Yard.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today, but you still have time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randgrees. They'll be your new home, so get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
one thing I have to mention is, I've been glancing at the time every so often. The game actually keeps it going. There's a lot of story, as you've seen, but it keeps it moving. Not bad. Alright, so here's the screen we'll be seeing the entire game. Book mode. R&D facility. Let's just go down the list, shall we? Might as well. Alright. Welkin has been issued a rifle, although he never uses it to my knowledge. What exactly can we change about him? We can give Welkin the rifle. The weapon we captured off the Imperial Ace has shit for aim. Interesting, actually. Oh no, it has shit for aim too. But it does a lot more damage. Interesting. Scouts tend to be right up there in the enemy's face since they move so much. It's something to consider. We don't really have anything. We started out with a couple of other soldiers too that will be plot essential. These two. And we'll get more. So for right now, there is literally nothing to do in the barracks. Alright? And now we're gonna see, well, the squad's more than 4 people, you'll see.
It's good to see you doing the rounds. This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad. You will have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works.
Thank you.
This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents. I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear.
We got a demonstration of some of them before, but it's good to go over this stuff.
First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes. Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards.
And hit him from 10.
That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out.
They can do both in certain circumstances, but that is true.
Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up.
One of them was giving us a lot of trouble last mission.
They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets. While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings. Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant. After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing armored targets. Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank.
Except another tank.
They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars.
Not bad.
Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback.
They're good against tanks, they're bad against almost literally anything else. Although in a pinch, that lance can be used on a random dude. It won't mess them up.
We have the engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support. They can restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site.
Very handy.
They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it. Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators.
They aren't like the scouts, where if you get close enough you can murder a random person. You really don't want them ever actually firing their gun, if you can help it.
Lastly, we have the snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance.
Sniping's a good jump.
You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see. Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight. Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for. That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20, and you can swap units at any time.
Alrighty. And more become available as time goes on. So we have a list of people. A big-ass list of people. This is all the scouts. And then down here, Caesari. Oh, hey! It's an anti-Semite. Great. There are lots of people here. My favorite sniper characters aren't available, but that's unfortunate, but I don't know, there isn't a lot to do about that, you know? Lots of racism in the army. Something to think about. Oh, one of my favorite shock troopers is also not available. Interesting. But as you can see, there's lots of characters here. Permadeath is a thing, so you'll want to watch that. And you can press F to get more information on stuff. Potentials just kind of... There's things that determine when they trigger, but essentially they're things. Like, if she's near a Lancer, she'll get a Lancer killer. If she's on a paved road, Child of Nature will proc and she'll feel sad. You know, stuff like that. I'm not going to make any decisions about that right now. I'm going to work out what I'm going to do off screen and then probably introduce you all to the squad. Everyone has a little, "Hi, how you doing?" line when they join the squad, so... Only time you will... Oh. Okay, it wants me to do it now. So I'm going to work out who I want on the squad, and then we'll get to it. If you want to skip this part of the video, if you've already seen, you know, like 40 playthroughs of this game, I can't blame you. But this is for people who want to see it, so yeah. Alright, I've looked through it, and I think we're ready to start admitting people. Like I said, I wouldn't blame you for skipping ahead just a bit, but hey, let's meet everybody.
Thank you, hello! I'm Ted Ustinov, and I've got some great new material for you.
Aw, dude, that's awesome! Alright, after that we will admit, Frisia York, yeah.
I'm Frisia York, handsome. I know you'll take real good care of me.
Purely for, professional reasons. Susie is an interesting character, and has a potential that they don't tell you about. But I don't think we're going to be taking Susie on this one. Maybe we will be, I don't know. Wavy's a pretty cool guy.
Please, call me Wavy. From today onward, we fight together.
No, he doesn't have a last name. He's a Darkson. You know, one of those types. As for the rest, the problem is, with Gnosis, they have bad back. Bending over to crouch puts a strain on their weak back, causing a drop in defense. That's kinda really negative. I mean, how often are scouts in cover? But, I kinda want 4 from each. Juno has 2 negatives. She likes Welkin. If you get 2 into this... I'll come back to that. I do know who I want from the shock troopers. We'll try to get 4 from each, although technically we have 4 scouts now with Alicia. You want some reserves, let me put it that way. Alex, you're in.
Hi, I'm Alex Raymond. I look forward to serving with you, Welkin.
There we go, nice enthusiasm. Next one is... gotta have Edie. She's another one for the character.
I'm Edie Nelson. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm sure we'll get along swimmingly.
She sounds tough. Also, that is in fact Haruhi, and I can never stop thinking her as Haruhi because of the voice actor, yeah.
The name's Jane Turner. I'll do anything if it means putting holes in imps.
Jane just likes killing, and there'll be a lot of that coming up, so yeah. And that means, and also you can't transfer certain people out of the squad, even if you might want to. Alright, that's 4 of each. I said I'd decide on this off camera, and I kind of have. I'm sorry, but this guy looks like a douchebag. I've never heard him talk, I've never heard him do anything. It's kind of weird to make command decisions based on that. And we're gonna let in one racist person, because this character amuses me too.
My name is Rosina Selden. I'm in with you guys as of today.
Plus, I mean, it's not like racist. One of our plot characters is racist too, so I'm sure they'll get out of it. As for the rest... Yoko doesn't have any immediately bad ones. Pretty good.
Hi there, I'm Yoko Martins. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Interesting. Yeah, you get some old people and some, you know, younger people. And down here at the bottom, I've decided who I want for engineers. We'll be taking 3 engineers, I think. Maybe 4, we'll see. But Herbert amuses the hell out of me.
Herbert Nielsen is me. I mean, yeah, I'll try.
Good man. Listen to that enthusiasm to defend his country against the damn Imperial dogs. Dallas.
My name is Dallas Wyatt. I'm excited to be joining up.
Pretty good voice acting. Her potential... She does hate half the people in the army, but... Once again, that is... I think our squad will be brought together the more we hate. And for the third one, Claudia, who does have a bad thing, but it's manageable, I think.
Hello, I'm Claudia Mann. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
I hope that voice doesn't become annoying. That will be a condition to be rejected from Squad 7. Okay, we only have 2 snipers available. They're not really the ones I want to recruit, but we're going with what we got.
Hey, I'm Oscar Baylor. Thanks for taking me on board.
Very young, huh? Whatever. And, well, Sniper Killer might be useful. We'll see how it goes.
My name is Cesare Regard, and I'll handle things my own way, thank you.
Well, thanks for the surliness. Yeah, great. So yes, that's a bunch of racists. Let's see if there's any more Darkson we can recruit. Maybe if we hide Isara in the tank, they won't notice her. Okay, so... To review, that makes 4 scouts, 4 shock troopers, 3 lancers, 3 supports, 2 snipers. Not a bad... You want a good force mix. Now we're getting into the choices where I'm like, I don't know. You know what? Nina seems pretty cool. Her disadvantage is unfortunate, but I'm sure we can work past it. Right, there we go.
The name's Nina Strice, and I look forward to a good workout out there.
Here's hoping. Also, yes, these people will die if I play poorly. So there's that. Could always use more scouts, I suppose. Melville. I read his works. Not bad. Does Chatty Cathy meet again? I just can't help but chit-chat. That might be a problem. Kissinger, I've read his work too. Some of them have... You'll notice the 4th potential on some of them is not revealed yet. On others, it's not unlocked yet. Or they could just not have one, I suppose. Susie or Juno? Susie gets... I was gonna say Susie gets used a lot, but that's a very unfortunate thing to say. You know? Let's try it, Juno. Sure.
Yuno Korin, reporting for duty. Looks like I'll be joining you in Squad 7.
Oh, it's Yuno. Lady Unileska. Alright. 5 scouts. 5 shock troopers. Now we have 2 slots. I guess we could use another lancer and another engineer just to keep things nice and round. Nils is a lone wolf. He's a loose cannon. Basically, this one is between... Walter and Nils. Desert Bread and Night Vision can both come in handy. Pessimist is kind of a bad one. Less than half full HP makes them lower their defense. Typically when they have less than half HP, I'm hoping their defense will stay solid. Now, of course, the other one is Nils. Having allies nearby as a distraction causes a drop in evasion ability. Evasion... I'm not going to worry so much on Lancers. Alright, Nils, you're in.
I'm Niels. Niels Derden.
Niels.
I'll see you on the field.
The other advantage of these introductions is I know their names, and hopefully won't fuck... Okay, I'm gonna fuck them up all the time. Now, from among these two... Fatalist or Metalhead, Lonely or Metalhead. When HP reaches a single digit, they long headlong... If they reach a single digit, they're probably fucking dead, like... I don't think... Alright, let's check their voices. Ramsey, do you have an annoying voice?
I'm Ramsey Clement. Hey.
Hi. And yes, they all have a line when you dismiss them as well.
Okay. See you later.
See you around. Carl, you're in.
My name's Carl Lanzit, sir. It's a pleasure to join you.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic either. God, it's like we're going into war and we're gonna kill people or something. Pick up the spirits, everybody. Alrighty. I spent way too long on this, but the game kind of made me. We got a good, healthy roster of people who will hopefully remain good and healthy.
Well, feel like you've struck a balance? Come back anytime you'd like to adjust your squad.
Thank you.
As time passes, we'll have more recruits to choose from, so keep an eye on that list.
I just said that.
Oh, and all the recruits go through training together, so they're all ready for combat.
Glad to hear it.
They'll be at the same level as the rest of the team you've taken into the field.
Nice to know, because...
You can swap out members without the worry of losing the benefit of their experience.
No Pokemon system, which I do quite appreciate.
Trust in your own judgment, and pick a team you know you can work well with.
Don't pick annoying people.
That should be enough to get you started. You can figure out the rest as you go.
Except Edie. She's annoying, but she's kind of required. I don't know. I feel that way anyhow.
Wow. Squad leader's a lot of responsibility.
No kidding.
Come to think of it, Faldio's heading up Squad 1, isn't he? I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too. I'd better get a move on.
I have spent quite a lot of time in this room. Now let's get going, Welkin. We might as well cover the rest of this and then head back out into the story next time. Training field.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's gonna whip you lazy blobs into shape.
Hello, Sergeant.
Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned. I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up.
Literally.
But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars. You will train as a class, and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it?
I'm gonna call you Private Pile from this day
When
forward.
the scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level. You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team, go home now!
I'm certain there's several people in our squad that think exactly
All
that.
right. Now I'll show you lowlights how this whole thing actually works.
Please do.
It ain't complicated. First you go out there and fight, then divvy up that experience here. Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up. Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go.
Alright, everybody, I hope you're ready to run some laps.
Train all you want. I've got all day.
Thank you. Actually, I find him much less annoying than other people find him. Okay, so you spend EXPs to level them up, just like this. I think we want to get everyone to a baseline of level 2. Leveling grants various good things. As you can see, we don't have too much EXPs. We can afford to bring the whole squad up to level 2. Potential info. What's that? Oh, I see. No, we're fine. Level up everyone to 2. I won't use them equally. Some classes will get better use.
For tears. Sweat, sweat, sweat.
Best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's leg as soon as... Yeah, okay. Reverend Uppa.
Good work, maggots. You're one level closer to human.
Alrighty.
Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Lancers.
Nice. You should have done this first.
Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the snipers.
Lovely. Continue to beat the snipers regularly. Now I know scouts will be used a ton, so I'm willing to level them up to 3 at this point. For the rest, I'm probably gonna save the EXP. I can't afford it anyhow. Yeah, do it.
Bite the bullet! No pain, no gain!
This game is not very big on grinding. It's there, but it's not very big on it. Unlike the sequel, which we will not be seeing.
Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human.
Because it's on PSP, to my knowledge. Alright, that should do us for now. Hopefully that makes things a little easier.
Got it? That's how training by class works.
Got it.
Now get out there and rack up some experience.
You betcha.
Oh, and there's one more thing to add.
Hmm?
Sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them.
We literally just did this.
You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them.
That is what I am. Okay, thank you.
Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind.
Yep, thanks.
Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order.
That's gonna be important.
Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic. A real golden oldie.
Evade boost.
Orders are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. They can save your tail.
Vulcan can give up buffs to anyone on the entire field from the strategic view. We'll be abusing that later.
It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldiers is the best way to beef up your squad.
Nope.
The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock new potentials and orders.
Here's hoping.
All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt.
Great.
I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time I see you here.
Building team loyalty by making them hate someone else more. Great. Alright, one more thing and then we're done for now, I think. I need a weapon.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for? Huh? Wait, I know that insignia. You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you? I knew it! Man, I've heard about you. That evacuation at Brule was just... wow!
Please, sir, it was a C rank. I could have done better.
Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man! Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my respect and then some, bro.
Thank you.
What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar.
Here's our tech nerds, along with Isar, of course.
Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man, man!
Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid.
Goody.
But where are my manners? I'm Kreese Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt, but just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy.
So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today? We do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment.
And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank.
Sounds good.
Of course, research expenses aren't cheap.
Mm-hmm. It's like Sword of the Stars.
With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass-produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them.
For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs.
Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in any time and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
I'm totally a good enough player to do that. Alright, thank you. Feel free to pause if you like. I'm pretty sure we've gone over time already. Maybe. Probably. Okay, let's make this quick. fuck, we're not gonna make this quick, are we? First thing, defenses. I need defenses because my guys get shot a lot while I sit there trying to decide what to do.
Whew, it's done. This one's perfect, bro.
Yes, he does say that every single time you purchase any upgrade. Oh yes. Oh yes, my friends. Well, let's give him the blast suit too. Seems only fair. Thank you. Alright, and back to rifles. Accuracy boost. I tell you what, I could sure use that. Even though it doesn't improve the... whatever. You'll notice I'm focusing on scouts, you'll see why.
It's done.
Alrighty. Machine guns could be useful too. I'm just gonna give a spread of, you know, stuff. Might as well. This isn't a giant upgrade, but it could come in handy, sure. Try to make ourselves a little better. We haven't even used a Lancer. Or a Sniper. Better accuracy would be nice, though, because when snipers hit, it's wonderful. And when they don't hit, well, I mean, they're a sniper, that's kind of all they do. Okay, nothing for the hand grenade right now. Alright, we've got all the upgrades for our guys. We can actually afford all that. Now for the Edelweiss. Attack support, that's interesting. Sight upgrade, accuracy. You know what? I would like my cannon shells to hit more where I shoot them. So I am actually going to spring for this. Cost 1,000 ducats.
Here you...
Thank you. See, it's literally like a grid. There we go. Treads... Tread HP I'm not worried about. Crit defense. I'm hoping to never need those. We'll see. Honestly, you don't use... I'll try to use the Edelweiss, but those control issues earlier were a little concerning. Additional range, or just defense. We're gonna roll with range on this one. Ah, fuck it. Let's make the... No, I'll take the range. It's probably better. Alright, with that, we've exhausted our money and experience. You have insufficient funds. Don't touch it. Okay, we're good to go.
Well, sir, was that helpful?
Very helpful. We improved across the board.
We're working here around the clock to make possible tomorrow what's out of reach today.
A miracle acrylic bubble makes it possible.
Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something useful for you by then.
When you advance the plot. Hint, hint.
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am all fired up to work on stuff for you.
Oh, they're helpful. I appreciate that they're not jerks. I do appreciate that in a person. Alright, so that was headquarters. Wow. One more thing. We need to pick someone to give the foreign gun. It has low range. Yeah, Ted. I like your style. You'll test out the Gallian. You'll test out the thing. Julie, do the thing. Still pretty good range. I mean, let's just see how it is. Everyone else. I'm pretty sure that's all we have in terms of like stuff. Yep. So good luck to. Hey guys, you'll never guess what happened. Actually, you probably will. As soon as I got done with all the things, I'd run out of footage, but I'm like, that's okay. So I go to exit, and it crashes, and I lose all the progress since the beginning of the recording when we did all those cutscenes. So I'm just gonna burn through that now, and I'll show you the squad at the end, and hopefully it's the same. Damn it. So yeah, the actual list of people we were issued has just changed, so I guess you could save load if you want to specifically get a person. We got new characters, some are better, some are worse.
Hello, I'm Catherine O'Hara. I look forward to joining you all.
Probably won't introduce you to everyone. It's mostly the same people. I'm pretty sure some are either pre-selected or we got lucky. But I'll handle this, don't worry. Please work. He's down there. We go. So yeah. I'll see you next time, everybody, where we'll commence operations in vassal urban warfare and stuff. Yeah. Also, a final run-through of the troops that are actually going to be on this mission. Many are familiar, some are new. One thing I am particularly happy about is that we were able to get Vice and Ica, neither of whom were present for the last time. That's pretty awesome. Skies of Arcadia is kind of part of my childhood a little bit. We didn't have quite enough room to fit everyone I wanted to get in, so we dumped the second sniper. Jerk. We'll just roll with one for now. It'll probably be okay. And if not, well, I guess we'll pay for it. Everything else has been done the same decisions, so yeah.